That was such a bad intro. Let's try it again. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel, SHUGAS. My name is Nomzamo Shangase. This is my YouTube channel where I speak about all things books, DIY, and lifestyle. If that is your kind of jam, please do hit that subscribe button below. Hit that little bell to get notified every single time your homegirl me post a video. So today I'm going to be reviewing Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, and also I'm going to be talking about the series because I did watch the series after I finished the book. This book took me 2 weeks to finish. It didn't take me 2 weeks, I'm lying. It took me longer than that. I think it took me 2 weeks and a couple of days. So this book was published and released in 2006, but the series only came out in 2018. This book is about Camilla Pricker, who is a journalist, and she gets sent by her editor to go back to Windgap, her hometown, to investigate and report about, well, the missing girl there, and he believes that it is linked to a death 2 months prior of another girl that was found in the small town. She's very reluctant to go back home as this place, holds like very, very bad memories. One of them is that her sister passed away when she was 13, so that whole experience is very, very bad for her. And also she doesn't have a great relationship with her mother, so it's just like, it's not a I'm going home kind of feeling. It's a very, are you sure you want me to report this story kind of thing. The mood of the book is just disturbing and kind of creepy for me. That is what I experienced. I understand that some people, these are the type of books that they do enjoy and that they do like. What I did enjoy though was the how the author kept me interesting and wanting to read more, like in as much as it was very disturbing, and certain parts were just kind of like, what the hell. So she kept me wanting to read, and I was very, very interested in the storyline. And I think that's what, as you guys know, that's what makes a book good to me, is if the storyline is like amazing and I really want to keep reading. Certain events that happen here is just like creepy. I know there's a scene where Camille talks, like she's having flashback about something that happened when she was young, and she was just like, I gave consent to doing that, but obviously, like right now, I can't imagine my 13-year-old cousin or, my 13-year-old nephew going through that, because I'm just like, no. Disturbing, but very interesting. I'm going to talk about the things that I liked about the book and the things that I did not like about the book. What I liked about the book is the storyline and the writing. Phenomenal, amazing, perfect. Like, she outdid herself. I mean, obviously, guys, it's Gillian Flynn. Duh. The mystery here, guys, like, it's just, it made me stay, like it gave that whole mysterious vibe, that whole, you're close but you're not close enough kind of vibe. Another thing that I did enjoy about this book is that it's straightforward and direct, except towards the end, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit. What Camilla wants to say, she says it like, Camilla is a very straightforward person. If she says I want to have sex with you, she wants to have sex with you. She doesn't care what anybody else thinks. She doesn't give a damn. Her mom also, she's very straightforward. That I can tell here that they were not straightforward with the men. And wicklings. Just like the writing, just like the story is very straightforward. It gets to the point. My favorite part about this book was the plot twist at the end. Listen, girl, I know who killed these girls. I know. And the reason why this person is killing these girls is because 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I not get shocked at the end? Hey, guys, did I not get shocked at the end? Your shame. Yeah, that was one hell of a plot twist for me, because it's something that I was not even expecting at all. I think that's what I liked about it. It was just like, those are the things that I liked about Sharp Objects. So I'm going to speak about the things that I did not enjoy about this book. One of the things that I didn't enjoy about this book was how it dragged towards the end. I guess it was building the suspense or something. Another thing that I didn't enjoy about this book was that, the violence, sexual, very BDSM, very just violent sexual scenes in the book were very explicit, and the things that Camille thinks about. I shared this on my Instagram. There's a scene where she's like, she was walking in the woods when she was young, and she was about like 12 or 13. She was walking into the woods and she found this shed that used to these boys used to use for like their hiking and hunting tools or whatever. And when she gets there, she sees these very, you know, explicit, violent, sexual pictures on the walls, and for some reason that turned her on. And I was just like, sorry, what? And then she went home, and that was the first time she masturbated. And I was just like, sorry ma'am, excuse me, are you okay in the head? Like, yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy those parts. Those parts were very disturbing and were very like, what the hell? Who in the hell thinks of these things? Also, another thing that I didn't quite enjoy, there were 3 main characters in this book, but there were so many people, guys, in this book, like so many characters, and it felt like everyone in the community had a chat with Camille at one point. Understand why she did that, because obviously you need as many people as you can when you're investigating stuff and all of that, but also it was very hard for me to keep on track who was who and who said what sometimes, because I had to remind myself, I'm like, who is Jodes? You know, especially when it didn't come to the main characters, the people that I was focused on. I was just like, who? I felt bad because I was just like, am I really paying attention or not? And then I realized I was just like, no, there are too many characters for me to keep up. So yeah. Last but not least, guys, how in the hell? Context. Camille has, besides the sister that passed away when she was young, her mom got another child. Her name is Amma. She's currently 13 in this book. How in the hell Amma and her friends at that age are doing things that even people who are not even 21 are doing? I know Amma and back here being stressed because I was just like, there's no way 13-year-olds are doing these things. It reminded me of Euphoria. You know how those high school kids are doing very adult-like stuff? Yeah, and I find that, I mean, obviously I know that, you know, kids nowadays, first of all, they don't look the age that they are. Second of all, I know that they do more things, more experienced things than what I used to do when I was 13. The things that 13-year-olds, even Camille, the things that 13-year-olds do here is just dirty and nasty. And nobody should be doing, no 13-year-old should be doing that. No 13-year-old. No, please. No. Guys, so as I told you guys that I did watch the series and I read the book. Well, I read the book and I watched the series. So I'm just gonna give you guys, like, you know, the differences between the book and the series. So the book is more explained, like you get more details and you understand the ending so much better. Whereas in the series, you know, you have to pay attention so you can get the clues so that you can understand the ending. They lead you in another way. They make you think of like so many possibilities, but in the end it's just kind of like, oh my god, why did I not see that? In the book, it's only from Camille's perspective, like everything is from Camille's perspective, whereas in the series you get to see everyone. Like you get to see Camille, you get to see her younger sister Amma, you get to see her mom Adora, you get to see Alan. Alan is basically Camille's stepfather. He's very clueless in the book. It seems like he's clueless about everything that's going on under his roof, but whereas in the series it's like he has an idea of what, you know, his wife is getting up into, you know, you get to see how much he loves his daughters. You get to see how much he still grieves for, you know, his first daughter, the one that passed away when Camille was 13. Enjoyed how much, like, everyone was very involved. You got to see Amma, Adora, you got to see Ellen, you got to see the detective, Jackie, who is like my fave. Another thing that the differences between the book and the series, I'm just going to talk a little bit about Ellen and Adora's marriage. To see that this is a very weird, not your typical couple. Ellen is more like, I will follow my woman, whatever my woman wants, my woman gets, I will do whatever she says or need, and then I'll keep quiet if things, you know, hits the fan. We are getting more insight into their marriage. We get to see how much Ellen is very, very, very lonely, and you don't keep guessing and wondering. It's just like, how does this, because throughout the book I was like, how have they been married for this long? Like, how? But in the series you get to see how Ellen feels, and I thought that was an interesting touch. The last thing that I want to talk about, and it's with the series, episode 8, watch all the credits and thank me later. Okay, so yeah, my sugars, that is it from me and my Sharp Object review series and book. I really do hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that little bell to get notified every single time your homegirl me posts a video, and subscribe if you haven't. I mean, you've watched this far, so I think it's only fair that you subscribe, don't you think? Until next time, sugars, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and supporting me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.